You talked about some very cool mission sets there. Give us an example of a program you'd like to highlight.
Oh, geez, I'm gonna struggle here as well with picking just one.
Yeah, just try to pick one. We're trying to pack a lot in.
I always say, the spirit of entrepreneurship is alive and well at our Naval Information Warfare Centers, and we really have embraced this concept of, we call it warfighter-centered design, but that's our interpretation of user-centered design and customer experience, which many of the other panelists talk about. And so many of our scientists and engineers have had the honor and privilege of delivering novel capabilities directly to the warfighter, and really in these iterative cycles that can allow for rapid experimentation and iteration to get to the point where they've delivered game-changing technologies. One example that sort of resonates with the topics that have already been discussed is our teams of scientists that are using machine learning and AI techniques to optimize command-centered decisions by using a data-centric approaches, by abstracting the data and making it usable across systems and across boundaries. We've also applied natural language processing to that, and in unique ways, which is noisy environments, Navy speak environments where maybe some of the commercial tools aren't already pre-trained for that. So we're making headway there, and in really providing machine-assisted decision-making to our warfighters so that we can get inside the adversary's OODA loops, if you will, decision-making approaches. So those UCD approaches and rapid prototyping interfaces that can rapidly spin up new types of GUIs and other tools for our warfighters have been really game-changing and enable the rapid adoption of other technologies that might even be hardware-focused or afloat, right? Deployed afloat to our afloat platforms. Mm-hmm. We also really embrace things like live, virtual, and constructive experimentation to allow for really tight experimentation timelines with novel technologies. So even though it might be something that exists on a lab bench, we can spin it up in these environments and try to understand as early as we can what the mission impact is and get even a virtual representation of these technologies in the hands of our warfighters. So we can make those important decisions about which of the thousands of options that we have on the benches in our labs is really the next one that we need to pull up, rapidly mature, and field to the forces.
Yeah.